It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. No man is free who is not master of himself. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle: some things are within our control, and some things are not. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well. Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Difficulties are things that show what men are. If you want to be a writer, write. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. Nature have given men one tongue, but 2 ears, that we may hear from others twice as much as we speak. If you find yourself acting to impress others or avoiding action out of fear of what they might think, you have left the path. Man is not worried by real problems so much as his imagined anxieties about real problems. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. Suffering arises from trying to control what is uncontrollable or from neglecting what is within our power. No man is free who is not a master of himself. Just because someone's single doesn't mean they're lonely, just like when someone's in a crowd doesn't mean they're not alone. The fools are cured of grief by time, the clever by their mind. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. You are a little soul carrying around a corpse. He who is not happy with little will never be happy with much. First learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. Know, first, who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. The 2 powers which in my opinion constitute a wise man are those of bearing and forbearing. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Don't let the force of an impression when it first hits you knock you off your feet. Just say to it, hold on a moment. Let me see who you are and what you represent. Let me put you to the test. No great thing is created suddenly. If anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you, but answer, he was ignorant of my other faults, else he would not have mentioned these alone. To accuse others for one's own misfortunes is a sign of want of education. To accuse oneself shows that one's education has begun. To accuse neither oneself nor others shows that one's education is complete. Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. Practice yourself, for heaven's sake, in little things, and thence proceed to greater. If you seek truth, you will not seek victory by dishonorable means, and if you find truth, you will become invincible. Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will, then your life will flow well. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. He who is not a good servant will not be a good master. If you would be a reader, read; if a writer, write. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Nature hath given men one tongue, but 2 ears, that we may hear from others twice as much as we speak. Not every difficult and dangerous thing is suitable for training, but only that which is conducive to success in achieving the object of our effort. Don't ever say to anybody that you are unlucky, because you want to attract the opposite of what you say. Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves. If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your own judgment of them. And it is in your power to wipe out that judgment now. We must make the best of those ills which cannot be avoided. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Freedom is not procured by a full enjoyment of what is desired, but by controlling the desire. We must not believe the many, who say that only free people ought to be educated, but we should rather believe the philosophers who say that only the educated are free. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. If you are going to be angry for a good reason. We are not given a good life or a bad life. We are given a life. It's up to us to make it good or bad. It is not death or pain that is to be dreaded, but the fear of pain or death. Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. Freedom is not the right to do as we please, but the right to do what we ought. The essence of philosophy is that a man should so live that his happiness shall depend as little as possible on external things. We should not moor a ship with one anchor, or our life with one hope. What is the first business of one who practices philosophy? To get rid of self-conceit. For it is impossible for anyone to begin to learn that which he thinks he already knows. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak.